Hi, I'm Danielle Fagazi, contributing editor with American Banker. I'm joined by Kishore from Tata Consultancy Services. We're going to talk today about AI adoption in the banking and financial services industry. Kishore, we have a lot to talk about today, so let's get started. What's the current adoption approach to AI within banking and financial services?
Thanks, Daniel. The AI adoption broadly is still in the early stages within banking and financial services, and it is quite isolated as well. AI is mostly being used as a lever to handle specific pointed things. For instance, solve certain inefficiencies in the back office, such as data extraction from large documents, or create interesting experiences through personal assistants, or handle simple customer inquiries through chatbots, and so on. Even machine intelligence is used to enhance certain insights in pockets, things like identifying anti money laundering patterns, and so on. So it's quite natural that any such uh, adoption will be exploratory in nature in the early stages. For the same reason, even the benefits from AI are quite circumstantial and incremental in nature. But considering the large potential that AI offers, we believe that we are in the early stages and the banking industry is still scratching the surface, and we expect a lot more to come.
What's your point of view on the recommended adoption approach within banking and financial services? Can you give me some examples?
Well, our view is that artificial intelligence should not be seen uh, just merely as a set of technologies, but rather seen as a new way of doing anything. It could be new way of doing business, or new way of executing a function, or new way of engaging with your customers. The mindset change is very essential to take a holistic approach to the current way and then see how you can reimagine this through the lens of what we call a human machine interplay, where humans and machines should complement each other to create a perfect blend of mutual strength. So, when do you go for it? So, whenever you're periodically or on need basis reviewing or modernizing your business models, your capabilities, or IT portfolios, or even your operations, with an intention to bring more value in terms of new growth opportunities, efficiencies, agility, or effectiveness, and also some intelligence in way of doing. So then the question comes, what should be the scope of such reimagination? A bank can reimagine an entire value chain such as home lending, or can look at a front to back business process such as customer onboarding, or a function like campaign management, or a left to right customer journey for a new product origination, or even look at a full fledged business area such as trade finance. So, how do you go about applying human machine interplay? So, during reimagination or new process synthesis, so to speak, so apart from other analysis, you look at each activity and then see what's the best way to deliver that. For example, if you look at customer servicing reimagination, you would look at what all you can do with pure self-servicing, what we call is machine only or digital only approach, or a chat bot for a machine first approach to any servicing need, or a combination of a virtual agent and a real agent, uh, machine assisted by human interventions, or the ones which are serviced by the human agents but assisted by insights coming from machines. So it can also be aligned to a bank's philosophy of balancing human touch and the automation. While it sounds very complex, based on our experience working with banks, it is perfectly doable as long as you have the right stakeholder participation.
Kishore, what are some of the implementation considerations and critical success factors for AI adoption?
Yes, there are few critical success factors for implementing AI initiatives. The first stage is the reimagination and planning stage. Here it's very important to involve both business and IT teams and also some representatives from user community as well. So this is critical all the way up to transformation planning. So this will help to develop and approve business cases collectively and also prioritize all AI interventions based on cost benefit analysis and also helps to get an early buy-in from stakeholders. The second stage is the design of a human machine interplay, and then you want to make it dynamic. So where you can interchangeably use machine or human play based on the context. The context could be a pandemic situation like we are in, where you want to go more digital, or it could also be the real-time context when you are servicing a customer. For instance, if you are servicing a high net worth customer or an angry customer or even a prospect who is showing inclination to buy a service or a product from you, you need to be able to tweak your human machine interplay to handle the situation in the best possible way. Even if you're looking at an AML fraud check kind of a use case, you may want to give more importance to the recommendations coming from the machine as it figures out some unusual fraud patterns that human cannot possibly do with the amount of data involved. So this is some kind of a contextual learning driven by AI, which is very key. The third stage is about AI engineering. In this case, it's very important to bring for IT teams some DevOps kind of discipline to the entire AI development and deployment. So right from sourcing data, develop models, test them, and deployment in a possible hybrid cloud environment, and also how finally these insights are consumed. So the governance is the next stage, which is also very important. As you are delegating some of your business responsibilities or portions of your decision making to machines, it's very critical that you take care of certain aspects of the model in terms of the quality and explainability and so on, so that at the end of it, the AI does only right things for you. So these are some of the critical success factors when it comes to implementation of AI initiatives.
Thank you everyone for joining us today, and Kishore, thank you for sharing your insights. Have a great day.